Welcome, 239. That's sensitive in Southwest Florida and beyond. And we are having a blast in the studio today. Welcome. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. And we got two wonderful Shannon. We got beautiful Shannon Livingston. And we also have Shannon Smith Pinheiro with us today. Shannon, welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I mean, what do you think about this studio? We kind of a little bit crazy over here.
You blew my mind. Actually, I had no idea where I was going at 10 a.m. today. And I'm I walk in, I'm like, where am I? But I'm kind of excited now. Now I feel like I got it.
Do you feel like you're at home with us here?
I do. I already feel at home.
You've been setting up with us, and you are on the first team at Compass, and I'm actually bringing my brokerage over there, and I'm going to be a broker associate with your team leader.
We are super glad to have you.
Yeah, we're gonna be using the podcast studio for some stuff, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
I love it. Welcome to Compass.
Yeah, thank you.
And more importantly, she's a Shannon.
And she's a Shannon. I am in the studio with two blonde Shannons today.
He's got double trouble here.
We got double trouble, and we got a lot of people watching on Facebook right now and YouTube.
It's the two Shannons.
I mean, I don't think people realize how big we are.
The Shannon squared power.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's also a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world, and so I think they tune in to hear all about that.
We have crazy stuff. We have charities, and I know Shannon's here to talk about her charity, and obviously, we want to make sure that Isabella First gets recognized. Isabella First Taylor, and then yourself. Are you going to introduce us?
You want me to do the lead in?
Yeah, do the lead in for the charity.
All right. So, Isabella is a realtor in town with Compass, and I just interviewed her for a horse video, and Shannon is on her team. And as you said before, you're now Team Compass. So we all know Isabella, and as I always do, I offer people your platform, Tim. I say,
Shannon's good at that, right? Which we love having.
Come on down and use Tim's stuff anytime you want.
Yeah,
it's an open door policy. So she sent me some information on this cool event that they're having. It's an open house, but it's also tied with a couple of charities doing some good work. So it's just the kind of stuff that we love on 239 Uncensored.
Yeah. So we love to do the charities, and Shannon, would you just give us a little fill in of exactly what this encompasses and what it goes to?
Yeah, this is actually we're having an open house, and at the same time we decided to do a charity event. The property is absolutely beautiful. It's a 5-acre horse farm, and so with this big property, we figured, why don't we just give back to the community? So we're going to benefit two local charities, the Collier County Waterkeeper and Track and Trail. Collier County Waterkeeper helps keep our waters clean, and we all know how important our waters are. Our waters are everything. So, and then the Track and Trail helps racehorses, rescues them before they go to slaughter. So, with the horse farm, we got the Track and Trail, and then because we are in Collier County and we have and it's a local water source, then that's why we are benefiting that. It's going to be July 16th from 12 to noon. We're going to have complimentary appetizers, open bar, and entertainment. And we're also going to have raffle prizes as well.
Wow, what a great opportunity.
I have
this
questions.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So first of all, I want to know what the snacks are, what the hors d'oeuvres are. I know you want to know about the open bar.
Open bar is always good.
You love the booze. And I also want to know about that entertainment. Is the entertainment Tim, or is it going to be good?
I'm hoping the entertainment's going to be you, Shannon.
Shannon.
It's just going to be me up there.
Actually, we had a whole stage for you to go and perform on. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Usually
that might be a little bit
myself.
That'd be a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, seriously, you're going to have Shannon around from 12 to 5?
12 to 5. But so this is such a great idea because I've never seen, this is a big property. So there's room to do a fun event like this, but I've never seen an open house also benefit charities. So is this just open to people that really want to buy the house? Is this open to people that want to support the charities?
No, this is open to everyone. What we really want to do is right now we know this house is going to sell. Let's just say that it's an absolutely gorgeous property. When it goes on, when it's coming on the market, we just know it's going to sell right away. Our big benefit is we want to give back to the community. And this house, this location was just absolutely perfect. And Isabella is really big on giving back. I mean, she's a hard worker and she just loves to take care of the local community. So we decided, let's combine forces. We have the perfect property to do so. And I mean, with the food, let's just say when it comes to Isabella, your mind's going to be blown. She does not skimp with anything. She's going to have delicious food. We're going to have a great bar, and there's going to be some great entertainment. And we're just hoping to bring as many people as possible. We are also still looking for donations too.
Okay.
So if any local businesses would like to donate anything, like, we're talking about restaurants, anyone like that.
For that
shops and all
auction,
that,
for the silent auction and
Yes.
raffle prizes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we usually have a little thing, but if you take a look at the flyer, I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't get the
Oh, that's good. That's a good picture.
Yeah. So there's the flyer, some information. The house is beautiful. It's a Florida style, right? With the wraparound porch.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Do we
It's
have
got
the
a
address? Because I don't see the address on here.
The address is
and we'll put it in the notes too, in the show notes, so we can do that.
the address is 3400 25th Avenue Southwest.
Okay. Yeah. 3400. That's going to be
We'll
off
put it in the
Collier,
notes.
I think. Collier.
Mhm.
Off the Collier. Right around that area.
One of those horse
Okay, and
properties.
It's got,
yeah.
it's
so
got
rare.
the beautiful. It's
Well,
got the barn in the
This
back.
property is awesome. So it's like you're still so close, but yet you get country really fast. And it's 5 acres. It still has an acre of undeveloped land behind it. And since it is 5 acres, you can actually have up to 10 horses. Currently, right now, it has 7 stalls, but you could have up to 10 horses on this property. So I mean, this is a horse lover's dream. And you just go into it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. We were in the house a few weeks ago, and it feels like a Southern home. I just right here we have so many just like cookie cutter kind of homes, and this one just gives you that perfect I grew up here in the South, born and raised, and I'm like I walk into it, I'm like, this is the house that I would love to live in, and it's got a gorgeous property. There's a pool, a barn, and it's just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. And then, it's like, if you look at the barn, it's right in the back. And then it looks like you even have,
and you got a
stables,
horse run, you got a
horse
run, and they just put in new sand and everything like that. So if you have horses with jumping and, with trainers and everything, I mean, that's important. You want to have a good footing for the horses. So it's a very well-maintained property as well. And it has potential to be a little bit more if you wanted to develop that back acre, maybe add in some more stalls or add in a walking trail.
Nice.
But our goal right now is we just want to raise as much money for the charities as possible.
So what is track to trail? Because I think the water keepers, we kind of understand what they do, right? Like our water, as you said, is one of the most important resources that we have. We don't have tourism or real estate without water. But what exactly does track to trail do?
Okay, they specialize in rehabilitating off-track thoroughbreds and other breeds that are neglected, and it just basically it saves
like
the horses.
Me, but in a horse form.
Yes, but it's when a thoroughbred and a race horse, once they're retired, they generally they can go into not such a good place, and that's to save them before that. And that's what this charity does, is to make sure that it saves the race horses before they go into the bad place. I don't like to use that word.
Yeah, and you're right though, because there is a transition. Like you're a racehorse, and I've got a buddy that's got racehorses, and those horses are kept top notch. I mean, they're like unbelievable. But I can imagine once you're a racehorse, then you're no longer can race for money and all that. I'm just suggesting this might be the case.
I'm not saying all owners do it, but there are owners that once that horse isn't doing anything for them,
can't do nothing for them.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then this is to save them, and it kind of brings a rehab program, so then you can take care of the horses, and then they can go and live a good life.
Right.
And that's what's important. We decided to combine both the charities because we are on a horse farm there.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. It's a good idea.
I think we're going to see more of this.
Yeah.
Isabella did it first.
Yeah, no.
Because she does Isabella first.
Front runner, front runner.
Well, I mean, she's actually done this before, so this isn't the first time actually that she has done a charity event like this. This is Isabella's style. I love her and working with her and joining her team, because she takes everything to the next level, and that's what we do with our clients here on the first team. Is we make sure that everything's taken care of and that you're giving first class service.
Yeah,
I always see her cleaning things. She's fanatical about cleaning her listings and making sure that they're perfect. A lot of realtors have to coach their clients into it may look clean for you, but let's get someone in here and clean it up or whatever. And so when I see pictures of her or just at her house or whatever, like she's always, here's a rag and here's some, she's out there doing it herself, getting it done.
She is not afraid of getting dirty, and that's what she teaches us. Is there's like when it comes to real estate, it's not all glamorous. It is not all selling sunset. Thank you very much.
Right.
Like they're not showing those girls like scrubbing things and breaking their nails. But I was like, that's really what real estate is getting into it. And if something's dirty and your client can't do something, we'll do it. We'll get into it. Not a problem.
Yeah, we know in real estate, it's not just about like listing and being done with it. A lot of times you go out there, you're picking up rocks, you're moving things around, you're going up in the attic, you're helping out with the inspection, you're just doing a lot of things.
Sometimes you're helping someone move out.
Yeah, I've done that before. Moving in.
Yeah, moving out,
moving in. Yeah, we do it. We do it all. But
help them through divorce.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Oh yeah, we're a therapist.
Yeah,
people are going through a lot of transition. It's a tough time, and I know that realtors do. They go through a lot. So I'm going to be happy to see this happen. And what day is it again? The 16th.
Saturday.
16th. So it's this Saturday, 12 to 5. And what is that address again?
It is
Shannon 2.0.
It is.
We'll put it also in the show notes as well.
It's a digital world now. So we don't have to like grab a pencil and jot it down.
It's 3400 25th Avenue Southwest.
Yeah. That's going to be,
and this is open to everyone. And this is family friendly as well. So bring the kids, have them come out and enjoy your Saturday at a beautiful property, and let's raise some money for these awesome charities.
Yay!
And it's free admission and donations. If there are gift cards or experiences or whatever, who should they contact to make those donations?
I'm going to say reach out to me, Shannon Smith Pinheiro. You can use my phone number 239-910-1675. And if we could get those donations by Thursday, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. Woo! And
I'm excited about those hors d'oeuvres.
Please support the stuff, because at the 239, that's what we're about: charity, getting information out, being a little silly every now and then. We're always good for that. And we're gonna invite Shannon to be a little silly with us. She didn't get like all the cues on the news, but we got some local craziness that goes on.
I mean, we are Floridians.
Yes, I mean Florida
man down here.
What's so funny too? It's like whenever I teach classes and I get the opportunity to teach outside of the state, like law enforcement, that's my career. And when you used to watch America's Most Wanted, no matter where they were, Milwaukee, Washington, New York, wherever they possibly headed to Florida. We've got some crazy shit going on down here. There's no doubt.
We do.
Well, we also have alligators.
Yeah, well, and you can get rid of a lot of things with alligator. Yeah, eat them up. So
and those wild hogs.
So and one of the stories we have is Lee County, poor bicyclists, and I'm not saying this to be negative, but anybody who rides a bicycle, I think, on the side of the street and doesn't take advantage of some path or walkway, I know we talk about that all the time, is crazy.
Yeah.
So
because the bike lane, people don't know the rules.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't know to stay 3 feet away from you.
Plus,
they don't.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, how much is this going on? We all say, "Oh, you can't take one little second."
Right.
And they're like, "Did I just run somebody over a minute ago back there?"
I drove here with my eyes dilated from the eye doctor. I couldn't see a damn thing.
I mean,
could have taken out a couple of them.
Yeah, I was like, "There's people at the end of happy hour. You better watch out."
And the thing about it is, it only takes like a fraction of a second to mistake and freaking run somebody over, and that could be you.
But
I couldn't enjoy myself if I'm running down the road, and they give you this much space on a bike lane. It just takes like.
Well, you have a Tesla, so you don't have to drive it. Thank goodness. I know, your Tesla knows better.
But I drive my truck. That
truck will
fuck
up a bicycle.
You'd run somebody over, and you wouldn't even
know it.
It might be
like, was that a mailbox?
Did I get a leaf?
I feel like a little turtle. But this person, I don't know what they were driving, but they didn't stop either. They just left him.
That's my thing.
No.
Nobody stops anymore.
Like, do you think that they knew, or do you think that maybe they were,
Nobody stops
anymore. I think
anymore.
people know. I think they just panic.
You think they just take off?
Shannon, you think they take off?
I think they know.
Like if they've had a couple drinks or they're on an illegal driver's license.
I mean, there's been times when I've accidentally hit a garbage can, maybe. Like, I mean, just saying.
I thought we were going to get a confession.
That's a,
She didn't stop. We're gonna call it a garbage can. That's fine. You do know
it
that
was
he's
last
retired
weekend.
law
I know.
enforcement,
Shannon,
right?
Shannon, it was last weekend, right?
Well, you got to watch.
Oh,
Actually,
no, 10
actually,
years ago.
I've been hit by a bicyclist. I haven't hit a bicyclist. I had one actually hit me.
Oh no, they're mean too.
How the
No,
tables
yeah.
have turned.
I was like, the guy was like hauling butt, and I come up to this, and I was like, I'm at the stop sign, I'm looking, and I'm like, he's gonna stop, right? No, he never did. He plowed right into it, and I had his face imprint on my windshield, and I was like, and it happened. I had my friend in the car. I was like, okay, I have a witness. He hit me, and
Yeah.
and I kept saying,
Yeah.
I'm like, you hit
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
you hit me, and he's like, yeah, I hit you, and I'm like, why didn't you stop?
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
like you had plenty of time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
no.
what did he say? Why didn't he stop?
He was like, I was just in the zone.
I was in the
I
zone.
was like, I guess it was like
Like
a
a
runner's
death-
high. It was a biker's high. I don't know.
Death
It
zone.
was-
That was in the death zone.
yeah, it was. I actually kept that imprint for a while. I was like, no, that's a story right there.
just a crazy story of bicycle the
Yeah.
other day. This guy's coming up northbound on this side of the road. I go out to pull out on the airport road. I'm waiting for the cars coming this way. The guys at the bike thing yelling at me like, go, go, go. I'm like, dude, I'm waiting for cars to come. What do you want me to do? Run in the road and get crushed because you're inconvenienced for like 3. He's yelling. He's going like this. He's like yelling at me. I'm like, you're crazy. People now, they just pull out guns, start shooting at you. It's nuts.
I know. I do honk though. I think about that when I aggressively honk at people when
Yeah,
I'm
I don't do
driving.
that.
I think, oh, I'm gonna get shot.
I don't
Like,
do
What's your
shot.
aggressive honk though? Is it like a loud, like a long
No,
blare?
no,
Or is it
not
like
like,
a
no, not like the
But how
obnoxious,
about-
like,
But how
I just
quick?
Go,
I mean, do you
beep,
give them a
beep.
little
Yeah.
bit of time?
oh yeah, like
Because
it's
that's what
not
sucks.
just
It's like,
when the light
I'm like,
changes, 'cause
dude,
people
yeah,
run red
the
lights.
light just turned,
yeah.
Yeah,
and you're
people
friggin'
run.
beeping your horn.
People run red lights, so you have to give time. You have to give them a little bit of time when the light turns to make sure that nobody is running that red light.
Yeah,
So I'm patient with that, but no, everybody else is gone, and
they're looking on the phone.
Yeah, she's on her, doing Facebook or whatever. And
Yeah, I gotta get the one last
So
message.
then
out.
I honk. And then, like, when I pull up next to them and they try to act like, oh, I don't want to look over there. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Look over here. I'm aggressive in a car. I don't know what happens.
Do you have
to
window
me.
tint in your car?
No.
Oh,
and
you
I
need to get
drive
window
my
tint.
and I drive my Tiger Jeep, and so people know that
Yeah,
it's
no
me.
shit.
And then when I drive Joe's car and when I'm in that Kia with the tent and I'm all incognito, then I'm a real asshole.
Well, for some reason,
I get all my aggression.
for
out
some
on the
reason, I
road.
think for some reason, I think if they see your Tiger Jeep, they're like, I ain't messing with her. That's Tiger Lady. I'm
Right.
not
They're
messing
like,
with her.
that has got to be a crazy person
Yeah.
to
Oh,
drive
that's
that
crazy.
vehicle.
Yeah, she's crazy.
You know that I was just looking at the value of my car last night because I'm an insane person and that's the kind of thing I do. But it is so crazy to me that used cars have appreciated so much.
Oh yeah.
Appreciated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much like worth what,
Everyone besides yours.
Yeah.
it's worth what I
There's a
paid
buyer
for
for
it
everything.
with interest. That is so like I'm ahead with this used car
I
thing.
don't know.
It's insane.
Before you buy it, ladies and gentlemen, please give me a call.
I'm not selling my car.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to know how much it was worth.
It's probably, I'd say your Jeep they hold very well.
But that's the
Yeah.
I
thing
bet
is,
it's
I
probably-
heard that the cars were
What year is it?
appreciating in value. Used cars. It's only a 2013,
Okay. So you
but
probably,
I have 50,000
Yeah,
miles.
you're probably
on it.
looking
Oh,
at
yeah,
about
you're definitely good.
like,
Yeah.
you're
It's like
you're an
28
upside.
grand.
Yeah, I was gonna say 25.
28.
No, I was gonna say 25.
I'm
but-
not selling it to you then,
Yeah.
because it's 28.
Yeah, well, good luck getting that.
But I only paid like 21.5 for it, and so here we are a few years later. I've had no problems with it. Loved it.
they have the good condition where they
It's
have
still in good condition.
poor, fair, good, great.
I barely leave my house.
I'm
Well, I mean,
sure.
like, there's only 50,000 miles on it and all
Yeah.
of that. Yeah, you're
It's not even broken in
Yeah,
yet.
it's
Shannon.
28 with that low in mileage.
I mean, that sounds
and it's a Sahara.
That sounds like
I'm-
what that sounds like. That sounds like a snowbird
I
deal,
feel- I
though,
feel- I
more
feel-
than anything.
I
It
know.
feels like a snowbird.
But I
kayak.
live like
I'm
an
get-
old lady. I love soup.
The
I go
Shannons
to
are
bed
teaming
at
up on me.
8:30.
The Shannons are teaming up on me.
I know. Look at us. We're like,
The Shannons are teaming up on me.
we just got to get that board from him, Shannon. That's all we need. As soon as we figure out that board.
I know. I'm gonna make him Alvin in the chat.
So gas prices.
Oh,
Next story.
price, yeah.
Speaking of cars.
Mm.
Here's another thing. I don't pay for my gas because my lovely home warranty business, where I beg every time I'm on this show, please don't forget the home warranty. So,
Yes, don't forget the home warranty.
thank you.
Old Republic.
As
Yes.
Old Republic.
Yes.
Woo!
Old Republic. Get that home
Got-
warranty
got
from
two
Old
real
Republic.
estate professionals right here, and they just can't get enough of Old Republic home warranty. But so they actually pay for my gas, which means I may work there forever, depending on how the economy goes. That's really nice.
Do they pay you by mileage or they pay you by
No,
gas?
I just have a gas card
Oh,
and I
that's
use it at
freaking
the.
good.
I know, and then I have another credit card too. It's like they've never met me. Like, did you guys
Oh my
not see the
gosh.
personality test that you
Like,
did?
So I'm running close to E. You want to, after this, what are you doing?
Can you buy weed with Exxon card?
Oh, I've tried. I can expense it though.
Can I buy weed with Exxon card? I don't know. Shannon?
It helps my presentations. And so I put it on the company card anyway. You know, they're not saying anything. But so gas has gone down a little bit. Do you think that is because people have not been buying it as much? Is it
People buying electric cars, so they're bringing the gas prices down.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
No, I just think it obviously had that surge because everybody had the opportunity to make it surge, right? So I think it's gonna get a little flat,
Yeah,
a little bit. But the problem is, you guys all know this, right? Like bringing prices down is so difficult for people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, once it gets there, it's like, but it's got to come back.
But these oil companies, I mean, they're having record profits. I mean,
Well,
that's
if
what
you
they
look
say.
at that, I'm like, you keep doing that, and you say if you have record profits, and then you're doing that, I was like, you can kind of like
Help the
you're having
Poor
record
man out.
profits off of us. Thank you very much.
That's true. That's true.
So, but what do you think, Shannon, about? Because I know what you think, Tim, and I don't really care that much.
We don't care what you
So
say.
what do you? So what do you think about the release of our reserves to other countries? Like, does that make sense? I mean, is there? I don't know. Like, it was that already agreed upon? Are we selling it for like so much money that it works out better than using it ourselves? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's like 20 different factors when it comes to gas prices, and people usually just focus on one. Whether they blame Joe Biden like Tim does, or whether they're aware of OPEC.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Mhm.
His energy policy certainly does not help, but that is not
Okay.
the end all be all of gas prices. This is an international issue.
Right. My personal opinion is, listen, okay, so you have a stockpile of food in your house and you've got a hurricane, right? I'm talking about, just make it personal. You want to probably give that to your friends and try to help them out, right?
Mhm.
But there's a limit to where you give it. I don't take my food and take it over to Miami and give it to the people over there. I'll take it to my friends, right?
Mhm.
So
I'm
it's-
also going to feed my kid before I feed you.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
exactly.
but
But
that's how my house
I think
works.
there's an extension of how far this goes, and the reality is, like, okay, so I'm giving it to those folks over there, but I'm not taking care of my people, like you're
Mhm.
saying. So I that's a problem. That's
But I
problematic.
didn't
and
know-
I don't know what they had for policy in place. I'm not
Right.
knowledgeable
Like, I
enough.
didn't know if there was some strategy behind it that I didn't understand. Like, I just kind of saw blurbs and moved on with my day. I didn't really research what it was. And anytime I do research gas prices or the, oil reserves or any of that, it gets more and more confusing.
Shannon, thoughts?
I think it's just all so confusing, and I think honestly,
Thank you for
it's-
agreeing and
it's
making me not
where
look dumb.
I just feel like we
It
don't
is
have the right
confusing.
people in control of things and taking care of everything. And I feel like when you have different ones, there's like they have all these different budgets and these different committees, and none of them talk to each other. And I
Mhm.
think
True.
that is the
Mhm.
biggest problem of why are you not having a conversation with each other and letting everyone know, because
Good
that
point.
just doesn't make sense. And it feels like if I have to do this and then this, and it's like it just doesn't make sense why. I'm like, you all seem to be in the same building working together.
Yeah.
I'm like, why
Well,
can't you do this?
And along that vein of thinking, also, I watched on C-SPAN because I am a boring old lady and that's what I do. I stay at home and I watch C-SPAN. But they had this really interesting, it was a meeting. It wasn't a hearing, but it was with Canada. It was with Canadian energy people and
Mhm.
Congress. And they were asking questions that made a lot of sense. And Canada's like, yeah, we would love to be working with you a little more closely. And yes, this does make sense. We're right here. And, no, we don't understand the energy policies. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to look at the fact that the United States pays less than most other countries and be grateful for that. And this old Republic gig, that's pretty sweet. But it does take a long time for the prices to come down, like you were saying. And do you think they're going to go back up?
I think it's probably going to maintain here for a while.
Mhm.
My biggest problem, I honestly don't I mean, I do. Gas prices are one thing, but when you get in that diesel, diesel's like what everything we have is based off the price of getting it there.
Exactly. With
You
our
know, when you go to the
truckers and
grocery store,
everything.
the truckers. I mean, if that stuff really locks up and it goes to $6.50 a gallon. I mean, because back in the day, diesel used to be the advantage was it was cheaper and it could take you longer. It could get you there. There's a reason why that's going up, and it's just causing huge price increases and everything. You go out to eat. I remember I used to go out for $5 for lunch, $10 for dinner. Now that's like it's at least $15 now for lunch, and then $30 for dinner. I mean, it's like you can't go anywhere for.
I bought a $15 salad last night, and I thought, have I made it or am I an idiot? It is a $15 salad.
I spent like $11 at like McDonald's the other day. And I'm like, how did I do that? I was like, I remember doing the dollar menu. I was like, I don't think I'm like, I think I was like, that was like me thinking I was bougie if I ended up doing $10.
But it's so cheap. Like then I feel like I have to get that much stuff because I'm probably not going to eat half of it anyway. I'm going to like throw it away.
Oh, I didn't either.
But like, once you have McDonald's,
it was
like
still McDonald's.
Right?
Like, it was still like halfway through. I'm like, why?
We're the same person.
You feel like shame halfway through it. You're
and
like,
then
why am I
you eat
eating
it? You're
this?
like, what the fuck did I eat that?
Yeah.
And then the hamburgers are like tiny now.
I can't even eat. The breakfast is not bad. I do like a little McDonald's breakfast in a pinch or on a road trip.
Cheesy now.
It was more I wanted the McDonald's Coke. Like their Coke is
Coke's
so good.
Fries are good sometimes if they're hot.
And that was why I only ate half of it because the fries were cold.
Yeah, it's like shit. And by the time you turn around, take it back. Apple pie, I haven't had one in a while, but those
they don't
are
fry
smaller
them
too.
Anymore.
Though.
They're smaller and they don't fry them.
Oh, what the hell?
What?
The old fried pies.
Yeah, the
filling is hot.
Where you would have like,
yes,
you would have like no top of your mouth for at least 2 weeks after eating that apple pie.
Those were
and you
so
didn't care
good
because it was
after a
delicious.
crazy night out too.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're like, give me one of those pies.
Bring back the apple pie.
Yeah.
I gotta take it home and deep fry it now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Along with my salad, my $15 salad.
It's crazy. Now we talk. So do we have any? I don't think we have. Or wait, I'll say we got a guy. We got a guy on the floor, a Florida guy, a Florida man.
Surprise!
To flee deputies on a riding lawnmower. This is in Crestview.
Is there a video?
Do you have a picture? Look at this cat.
Oh my gosh!
He need to get a haircut. But that's a fast mower right there. That's zero
than
radius, 360. Shit, that thing will go.
And he probably was like really diverting the cop because he was probably shooting all that grass going too. I bet
Yeah, you can get around. That's like driving a tank right there. You can it's
for sun protection.
Yeah,
He's playing it safe. He's smoking the shit out of meth, but he's protecting himself from the sun.
Yeah, does it say why he was doing that? Like what was he doing?
Why he was smoking meth?
Yeah, it says Okaloosa County. That might tell you a little bit, right? Said he was trying to serve arrest warrants on a 40-year-old. Dusty Mobley, and found him on a mower in the backyard. They shouted to him to stop, get on the ground. We tried to escape on the mower. Mobley is facing charge of grand theft of a vehicle, felony criminal mischief, 2 counts of resisting an officer, possession of concealed weapon by a convicted felon, and believe it or not, I bet you will never believe this, but he had possession of drug paraphernalia on him.
No.
And a handcuff key.
That's scary. Yeah, handcuff key.
Do you think that was for sex or for torture?
I would say probably to get out of jail when he knew he was going to
where
be caught.
where are the handcuffs for that handcuff key? I was like, did they question? I'd be like, where's the rest of this?
Somebody is locked up.
Is somebody locked up?
Somebody's in a closet somewhere. Storage.
He was trying to get to.
I was like, I hope they at least ask questions. Like, I'm like leaving the property. I was like, someone could be there and be like, I'm done. He's in jail and I'm stuck here.
Exactly. You guys ever watch like Criminal Minds? And you're like, well, shit, I never really thought about that. But if I was going to be a criminal, I'd probably watch a show.
I have a whole idea. Let's just say, don't make me an enemy with me. I know ideas and I know what I would do.
From Criminal Minds? Or
no, just from reading podcasts and crime podcasts and all that. Oh, yeah.
And everything on Lifetime and any type of women's shows now, it's all about murdering your spouse. It's deep fried homicide and snapped and, you fucked up my towels and now you must die.
I will tell you, seriously, if you're going to do anything, you're going to have to pretty much go naked to get
so that nothing is on you.
Nobody can find you. You got to ride a bike naked.
But you have to shave your whole body first too.
Yeah, pretty much, because you're going to drop a hair somewhere.
I'm already very aerodynamic, other than the hair that I purchased for my head. So
are you talking about like at the crime scene or when you're getting rid of the body?
Think about
you just throw your leg up on the shower.
So think about I have got to kill somebody tonight. You almost have to just ride a bike naked because there's so many ways they're gonna find you.
Knock your ass
They're
out
gonna
before you
find
get
you.
there.
I mean,
Well,
you're not obviously
will they
giving me
find
any
you
of your
with-
secrets.
I'm like, will they find you like when you dispose of the body? Because I'm like, I have how I would dispose of the body.
But how
I
you
feel
gonna
like
get-
my alibi could totally help me.
How are you
with
gonna
it.
get to the place to kill somebody?
I mean,
Because you can't put it in your
Listen,
car.
You
I-
can't drive. You
you
can't
got
take your
friends.
phone.
What about a tandem
Yeah.
You got
bicycle?
friends. You know you can't tell your friends.
Can you
Come
put
on.
oh
on a
no,
tandem
you got that
bike?
one. You know you got
Shannon,
that one friend.
you got a friend
You
that-
got to make sure
I've
you
got-
have at least one friend that can be
There's
able.
help.
Yeah.
There's friends that'll help you carry the body, and there's friends that'll help you bury the body. Which one? Which one?
Okay, so that's why I have two of those. Like I got one for both, and then I got the idea of like, and then when you dispose of the body, you make sure you bury the body, and then you put like an endangered tree on top of it, so they can't touch the tree.
That might be good.
Or
That might be good.
sleep with the
So
mortician.
they'll never find the body.
Sleep with the mortician.
Sleep with a mortician.
Okay,
They'll
there
burn
you go.
that shit right up.
That probably would be your
But
best.
then you
bet.
would have to trust
faster.
the mortician. Like then you would have to keep sleeping with the mortician to make him never say anything.
That's true. He does own you.
You call him the next
He
day
does own
and you
you.
say, "Oh my God, I have herpes. It's terrible." He never wants to sleep with you again.
No, because then he knows. Okay,
Then
great.
he's gonna
Then
go
that's
around.
my partner for life. I don't have to worry about that. Like no.
Well, I
Like,
guess you'd have to fake a pregnancy to get out of that. That usually makes
I mean,
for
what if the
smooth ride.
mortician's like, yes, this is great. Like, no, that's risky. No, you got to have the friends that will help you move you and bury the body. No. I don't agree with the mortician. There's too
no
much.
sleeping
There's
with
too much there.
morticians.
But just think about how to get there. How hard it is now
I
with
got
all
a
the.
hearse. I'm sleeping with the mortician.
No, I'm just saying how everything is. Every car has got.
No, you have a
control.
friend with a
Yeah.
car, with a 1980s pickup truck.
Now you're talking. You're starting to get.
Yeah, so
you-
you have
the
a
2013
you thought
1980s
this through a
pickup
little
truck.
bit.
You never carry your cell phones out with it, and then you make sure that you go out to the Everglades for it. I mean, come on.
But you can't
Now
go through any
think
of the
about the
tolls.
Everglades. Yeah,
But it
toll
would
booths.
either be Everglades, or I would probably go out to Plant City or any of the agriculture, because, like I said, we would dig the body, we would bury. We have to
And
bury the body
strawberries
and
would
put
come
it
up.
up.
And
Oh
they'd
my
have beautiful
goodness.
strawberries
They
that
would
year.
be
She has
gorgeous.
maps and like strings that her like
Shannon,
she's
you
worked
guys-
this out.
Listen, I was
She's like, oh, but then we go to these coordinates.
so long story
And her
short.
eyes, and Shannon's eyes are like getting
Right?
wide.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like,
She
yeah.
might
Don't
be
you-
like a member of the group now. I don't know.
Shannon's like this. Don't you
Listen,
understand?
I'm a Florida girl.
You
I'm
really
a Florida
need-
girl born and raised.
you
Yeah,
need
we
to
got our
understand this
ideas.
stuff.
See, in Missouri, we just took him to the hog farm like that because the hogs
Oh,
will
yeah.
eat. You don't feed hogs for a while; they eat everything. They eat the
Well,
bone.
Well, like
Yeah,
out
but-
in the Everglades, you got the hogs out there, you got the gators out there.
Mhm,
I mean, like,
mhm.
I just really feel like there's a lot of stuff. Like, there's just stuff that goes out into that, and you're like, I don't know what happened.
Well, you guys are having a charity event at a horse farm. I mean,
Speaking of killing people,
speaking
There's
of-
no pigs on that
don't
farm.
forget to come out to that event, y'all.
Although I mean,
Grinding.
if you wanted to, then you could keep pigs out there. I mean,
You
so
grind-
we could
Yeah,
do
we
a
could-
whole service.
You could
there.
You have a
accommodate
whole
that.
acre to develop, Shannon. There are so many things that you could do. They're going to put up an A-frame with a torture chamber inside of there. They're going to be like, our realtor was Shannon Pinheiro. She said
She's
we
got
could.
a handcuff key.
I was like,
Handy handcuff.
I'm like, you've heard of
She's out
Chainsaw
there
Massacre?
driving
That's like
around.
the whole idea. Yeah. They'll be great for haunted houses. So
this is-
instead of charity events, we'll
This
have
is
haunted
recorded.
houses
This is
there
not
now.
live, is it? I mean, is this live? Oh, god dang, it's live. Oh, geez, that's funny.
We
funny
got one more story.
Yeah, one more. and we're gonna
Wrap it up.
Yes.
All right,
we're
food
having fun, though.
distribution. First, I thought it said food distribution aimed at abandoned cats in need. And since I'm still a little weird with my eye, I thought they were talking about food. I thought it said food distribution, armed cats. I don't know why that was armed and abandoned cats.
I'm just imagining
this
a
is
little
much
kitty
better.
cat holding.
This is much, much better.
Little cat.
So they're
oh,
trying-
I'm just like
feed
my
the
like,
cats.
imagery right now. I was like, when you're reading that, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like,
Those cats are pissed.
What about this? We can do chipmunks. We can do the chipmunks. Come on, Shannon. Chipmunk? Well, isn't that a food source for the cats? Chipmunks are food sources for cats. Yeah, they're trying to feed these cats. Right, Shannon? Let's get them the chipmunks. Oh, no, wait. These aren't wild cats. Wild cat. Okay.
These are cats that have been abandoned. These aren't like feral cats outside,
Oh, okay.
just like
Okay.
throw a can
Oh.
of tuna out there.
Oh, wild cat.
This
Was
is
it for
an
a shelter?
actual organization, yeah, the Domestic Animal
Oh.
Services for Collier County, who I have to say took very good care of little monkey when he
Oh,
was in
look.
the puppy prison.
Abandoned cats in need.
Oh, because people move and they don't take their pets. and they
Mhm.
don't spay or neuter.
That freaking food looks good.
Well,
though.
actually,
That is delicious.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Let me have some of that.
Save me some of that.
What's actually really happening right now is the rental economy is so bad right now, and finding rents. It's
Right.
A lot of folks, yes, you did have it, and then say the house that allowed you to have a cat, and then now you have to find a rental, and the only rental that you can find that you can afford won't allow animals. And
Where
I
does
know that
Kitty
this
go?
is happening a lot,
Mhm,
where
mhm.
there's folks and like it. That is a hard decision to make of roof over my head or my animal, and I'm almost like it's a heartbreaking decision either way. I know a lot of folks are like coming up with that when it comes to the renting.
Yeah, and it's hard to find a taker for a cat too.
Mhm. Well, everyone loves a little kitten. No one likes I mean,
Right.
when it comes to, I'd
No.
rather have an adult cat. That thing's gonna be potty trained and everything
Yeah.
like that. I wouldn't want.
But they
to
get a
deal
little
with training.
crazy when they get attack you in
I'm
the
not
middle
a
of the
cat
night.
person.
Yeah, no, me either. I like dogs.
Although cats have grown on
I
me
like
more
animals.
as I've gotten older. Like I understand cats. I'm allergic to cats. I don't want them pissing and shitting in my house. That's weird to me. I don't want to smell that.
Well,
but,
you can clean it.
but
I
the
mean,
personality of cats, like I get it.
I do. I get it. I'm
Right?
like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, love me. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
Love me
Like,
enough to that.
I'll let
Yeah.
you know. I'll let you know when
and
I
I'll
love
scratch you by letting you know.
you. I'll let you know in a violent way when I love you.
so that's a good thing. Collier County doing a good thing.
That
So
is.
Collier County doing a good thing and trying to feed these cats. So make sure
Yeah.
that we're supporting the
We-
DAS, Humane Society, whatever,
It's always good.
whoever's taking care of the kitties.
Yeah. So we had a fun time. Shannon, do you like us?
This was
Do you want to
fun.
do like every day?
Yeah,
hang out
yeah,
with
I
us?
could do it.
Yeah,
I could do it every
yeah.
day. Do you want to hang out with me?
Yeah,
every day?
you're cool.
We're not letting you
I mean,
leave.
I got the two Shannons.
I have
like-
handcuff keys.
Oh God.
Ooh, and a lawnmower out back. I
Yeah,
saw.
lawnmower. Zero radius lawnmower. All right, 239 Uncensored, everything Southwest Florida. Thank you guys for joining today. We had a good time. Hope we didn't tell you how to kill people. That wasn't our goal. But obviously, we got great charity. Great charity. Make sure you get out and get a chance to do this. All right.
Yeah, this Saturday,
This
12
Saturday.
to 5.
And we'll put it in the show notes of where we need to have you at. Okay. All right.
And we
239.
are.
Ow! Woo!